Hello, YouTube. How's everybody doing? Truthful Troll, Barbara. Hey, how you doing? Good to see y'all. Can you hear me? Okay. Hey, Tony, Sterling Cannabis, hanging in the Uncle Sales stream. Oh no, I left. I left. I had to do some stuff to get ready. There you go. Thank you, Tony. No, I left his stream. I see Truthful Trolls here. Getting close to going live, so everybody is all live. Let's see. I don't see Nickel here, so let me get us. All right, I think I've got it. Hold on. Get a link in there. Good to see everybody. Thank you for coming. There you go. If you want a link and come up, you can surely can. Tony, how you doing, brother? Got a few things to talk about tonight, so we'll see what reorganizing everything. I'm moving around and everything. I got all messed up, but I think I'm okay. We'll get there. Water Possibilities, hello there. How you doing? Good to see you. He was here and scared off 79. Hey, Lucky Star, thank you for coming. There you go. Hello there, Sterling.
Hey, Rocky, how you doing?
I'm doing really good. Doing really good. I'm kind of getting tired of this cold and wet weather here, but it is what it is for right now.
Have they fixed your roof yet?
No, I'm still battling with the insurance company. You wouldn't believe what they offered me. I tell you, these insurance companies they don't want to make you whole anymore. They want to just cheat you. So I expect it'll probably be a couple more months before I get my roof fixed.
Not a good time. Well, up where you live, it's really never a good time of year to.
I got a 60 by 30 blue tarp on my roof to cover the holes, but it's like my bedroom. My house is just ripped. Moving stuff around out of that room, and everything's ripped up. I need to replace the floor, the ceiling, all the insulation in that bedroom, the roof. It's a mess. It'll take me a few months to get this place back around. It's a mess. Hey, Barbara, did you scare off Nickel already, Barbara? I think Barbara says she wants to come up tonight, right?
Oh, come on,
Barbara. Hey, Mark, good to see you. Thanks for coming. Everybody is all. Oh, looky here. We have a new. Oh, I wanted to talk to you tonight about the game this Friday.
Barb, you give me a kiss and then I'll give it to Athena. Either that or you could just come and hug both of us.
Yeah, I wanted it. That game this Friday is going to be because this game is going to go really good. I tell you, they put a whooping on Texas Tech for sure, and they didn't even play that good of a game.
No, they're not. Oregon's not playing as well as they did the first half.
No, and I tell you what, it's funny. Walking around the shop with their phones and phones in our hand to watch the game, so we could work in the shop a little bit and watch it. I finally had to leave the shop, but I didn't get to watch all the game. But it was, I got to watch a little bit of it. But it was, I thought, man, Texas. There's no way Texas is going to beat the Ducks the way they're playing. So.
Yeah, whoever wins it'll win the championship. I don't think Miami's that good, and I don't think that the other team is playing is all that great either. So, So I think the winner of the Oregon Indiana game will win
I'm
the.
a little
win the
shocked that Miami beat Ohio.
Yeah, Ohio State had too much turkey over the holidays. Something was wrong. They ate too much or something.
I mean, seriously.
Oh, Lordy. That's funny. Too much turkey. That's funny.
Actually, I think they just got destroyed in the Big Ten championship game, and they lost their confidence. Because Indiana is not supposed to be the best team in the country.
I tell you what,
They are, but they're not supposed to be.
Yeah, they looked good in that game they played, and the first series they looked kind of disorganized, and after that they put it together, and they never looked back after that. So. Well, I'll tell you what, a reason for that was he blitzed him twice right off, and they just didn't expect him to blitz him like that. And I think that caught Indiana off guard a little bit.
Sterling, can you turn your volume up a little bit?
I don't think there's any way I can. I'll look into StreamYard here and see if there is anything I can do. But
can you get your mic a little closer to you?
I can sit on top of my laptop.
I don't think there's any need for that. Mark was saying that he was having a hard time hearing you.
I saw that.
So
I'll try to be a little bit more boisterous.
There you go. That'll work. What is that in that pour? I said it looked like a U.S. flag in a coin or something. You got poured?
Made in the USA.
Oh, nice pour. Nice.
About 3 ounces, I think.
Oh, wow. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Hey, Matt Wing, Tony, let's see who, Beto. I'm making sure I say hi to everybody. Lucky Star, did I miss anybody? If I did, hi, I'll catch you on the backside. So
Barb, I'm just trying to get you to come into the other room with me.
Do what?
Barb said it sounds like I'm in the other room.
You do sound pretty weak.
There's Athena sending you a kiss, Barb.
There you go, Barb. You better pick him up in your car. Give him a ride around the block.
Barb has a very special relationship with my dog.
Wow. Hey, Matt Wing. I was going to say, what is that? I gotta hear more.
Well, Barb comments on most of Athena's videos, and Athena just sent her a kiss back.
You know, I don't even get notification from you, Sterling.
I do.
Do you?
Video like almost every day.
Yeah, he does it at the lake.
But I do one almost every day.
Wow. That's really good.
They're all shorts.
Oh, okay.
You might not get notification for shorts.
Oh, okay. You know, I don't get the only really because I don't get them from you, and I surely don't. I have to go down and hunt and peck on shorts. Like Nickel does a lot of shorts, and I never get a notification on his shorts. Never. He does a lot. So what did you think about January 1st about China shutting us off of shutting the world, well, not just the United States, but the world, of keeping all their silver? They shut off 400 million ounces. What do you think about that, Sterling?
Actually, that became public knowledge back around Thanksgiving time.
Right. Well, they announced it in October, but I've been kind of just seeing if anybody was doing anything about it or anything like that. And
my son did not hear about it until New Year's Eve. And I talked to him and that's what he wanted to talk about. What the hell's going on? I said, this has been out there. But I mean, they are trying to control the market. There's no doubt about that. They do what? 70-80% of all the refining that's done on Earth.
Exactly. Yeah, they've been doing all this refining, and now they're cutting everybody off. And so they're also cutting. Now I thought this was really interesting. Gallium is a kind of like a low temp mineral, and they use gallium in chips, making chips and stuff like that. And China does 99% of all the gallium in the world, and so and you need gallium to put in chips and other things. I've been doing some research on it, and I thought that was quite interesting that they're going to be cutting off. It's like other metals that they cut the United States off, and it makes for a hey, Jamie Foxx, how you doing, brother? Good to see you. Thanks for coming.
Well, they didn't like it that we kidnapped Maduro, so they might even do something else yet.
Well,
Yeah, he did.
It wouldn't surprise me. Now, I think
on January 1st, the thing with the silver, you had to get a special license to get silver out of the country. After Saturday afternoon, our time, they cut off all silver to the United States, period.
Okay, that's something that they did that. They're trying to make a statement on that. It's Mr. Truthful Trolls want to know what I'm going to do for dinner. I don't know yet. I haven't decided. Anybody want to make up some ideas for me? Maybe some noodles or something? I'm not real hungry tonight. I had a big breakfast this morning. I went out for breakfast with the guys I ride with, and we had bacon and eggs and hash browns and toast, and it was pretty good. They had some of the guys had what they call the Bloody Mary mixes and stuff like that, so they were pretty busy with that. But I don't drink when I go out.
Well, I had a good dinner tonight. A tuna fillet with asparagus and a small baked potato.
Did you cook it?
I don't trust anybody else to cook my food.
There you go. I like it, Sterling.
Well, they're going to try to knock silver down between January 4th and January 8th.
Yeah, well, see, I wonder because they've already done 3 margin calls in the month of December to try and drive the price down, and all the tire kickers in the silver market that were betting, with the minimum amount.
A year ago, it was 10% to control 5,000 ounces. Now it's 33% to control 5,000 ounces.
Yep, and they're going to raise it again. I bet they raise it up to 50 or 60%.
Oh.
They're going to get everybody out so they can.
When they go over 50%, the whole system's going to collapse.
Yes, that's exactly right. That's right. I agree with you. Lucky Star, that sounds so good. I'm game. She says a salad. I love salad.
Salad.
Yes, I love salad. That would be silver. Truthful Troll, silver sucks. Gold is better. I don't know about that. That's like 79. I was gonna tell 79 that she's gonna have to change her name to 47, because when silver hits $3,000 an ounce this summer, she's gonna change her tune on silver. So she's gonna go from 79 to 47.
I don't put any stock into this, but I did watch a video earlier today with Robert Kiyosaki saying that silver was going to go to $10,000 this year.
I don't think that's going to happen.
It made me smile and giggle and wonder why the hell I watch him and how the hell he got so rich.
Hi, Stephanie. Thank you for coming.
Debt. He used debt to get riches through real estate.
Well, you think about it, $10,000 for an ounce of silver. It'd have to be, it'd have to be out of the ground like 1 to 1, like gold does. It would be, and then plus I do know
in the
that.
same video we said the gold was going to be at $20,000.
Well, that does not surprise me, because I have a feeling that we're going to see. Now, I don't know about silver. I can't say anything about silver, but it wouldn't surprise me if the U.S. does not reevaluate its gold content in their vaults and raise that price up. Now, to what, I don't know. I would think it's going to be 15 or 10 or $15,000 an ounce what they raise it to.
If they go to a metals-backed currency.
Right.
But, there's a lot of dispute about that. But if they do, the absolute bottom for gold is going to have to be $20,000, and it might be $100.
Yeah. See, if gold they did something like that, gold would be just, it's something else. It'd just be unbelievable. That means our paper, we'd be lighting our paper up to light a log on fire or something, because our paper money wouldn't be worthless.
Well, absolutely. The Federal Reserve notes, they already are worthless in reality.
Right.
But this is talking about a currency from the Treasury.
Right.
Backed by metals. It would have to be a minimum of $20,000 an ounce. And probably more like 100. That's
very true, because it would be way up there. So, it's going to affect everything when they start doing stuff like that. So it could put us into like hyperinflation or something like that, when they do something like that.
There definitely would be a period of that, because they're not going to exchange Federal Reserve notes for Treasury notes 1 for 1.
Right. Hey, Anonymous Rooster, good to see you. So what I'm thinking, and what Sachs did on their announcement, what they did, I guess everybody heard about Sachs saying that they're getting out of silver market, period, and all their customers need to get out. Hey, Joey, thank you. Thank you for coming in. Good seeing you. It's with they're doing that, and they said by the end of this month. So what they're trying to do is give these bullion banks time enough to change their position on all these shorts that they've been doing, because they got millions and millions of short contracts, and they need to try and
they need to crash the market so they can pay that stuff off a lot cheaper.
Yep, exactly, and that's what they're trying to do. So that's why they keep doing the changing the value of these shorts, and so that's what they do is, with them buying all this paper silver, and they're caught. There's 5 banks that are really, really bent over right now on this thing, and they're trying to get out from underneath it. So this will give the banks to get their position out of that margin call. So they keep raising that margin, and they can't afford it. So they need to get out and get their position, out of the shorts. So it's really what we're looking at. And because of what I feel like, China.
It's the same thing they did to the Hunt brothers back in the 80s.
You are exactly right, Sterling. I used that last week when I was talking to everybody about the Hunt brothers and what they did to them to destroy them out there. They raised that margin call and they couldn't meet margin. And that's exactly what they did, and broke them.
Now they're doing it to the banks.
Yep, exactly. And so now they got to get out of the silver short market. So they need actual silver. There's not enough silver in the world right now for these people to meet their shorts. So the force majeure, if I get this pronounced right, I'm not good with French, but this force majeure is going to be toward the end of this month. And that's because they're going to have to call that, because they can't bring us silver contracts and pay. There's not enough silver out there. So they're going to do that. And if they do that force majeure, that's going to break the COMEX, the LBNA, and they're not going to be, nobody will go back to them. Nobody will be buying paper silver for them or contract, because their contracts is for silver and they want their silver, and they're actually only going to give them cash. And from what I was reading, the force majeure, they can pay a less price of silver when they declare that. So if silver is like $100 an ounce, they can pay $60 or $50 an ounce when they do that, and they only pay them that much in cash. So they're really going to hurt a lot of people. So that is right around the corner. And because of the COMEX last week, the numbers was 28 million ounces of what I had checked. And so I'm sure they don't even have that now. So they are in a margin error right now of having a lot of problems. When I get at the end of the stream tonight, I'm going to put some links out there. The banks, the federal government has been doing these secret, what they call the QE. And so this QE that they're doing, they've already announced that they're going to be giving out $40 billion a month for the next few months. They didn't say how long, to these banks. Now, there are some banks that are right on the teeter, and I'm thinking that I think they're right on the cusp of going under. And I heard that the Fed stepped in last week and helped out a bank. I don't know which one it was. I was thinking it was Bank of America, and because they had 114 million short contracts.
I heard it was either Chase or Wells Fargo.
Well, it could be Wells Fargo, because Chase in their vaults, they have 780 million ounces in their vaults of silver. So
I heard some really negative stuff about the bank in Germany too.
Deutsche Bank is on the cusp too. So it could go down. Hey, Dean, how you doing? Good to see you. Thank you for coming. Because it's really they're really forcing these banks' hands, and I would not be wanting to do anything in a short position, because you will get caught and you will lose your money. And these banks are losing. Hey, Eagle Steve, good to see you. Thank you for coming. Yes, Dennis says, yeah, Chase Bank still has pennies too. There's quite a few banks that do that. But I really think that they are going to force out some of these bullion banks and shake them out. There's 5 of them right now, and they are not doing well. I'm trying to keep as much information out there that I could get, but I can't get the information that I want to get what banks are being helped right now. And so I can't, because last Friday.
They don't want you to know. So they're hiding.
That's true. They do not want you to know. But I have a chart that there was $16 billion given out Friday. So that's part of that $40 billion that they gave out last month in December to the banks. They're trying to keep the banks in liquidity. So these short purchase securities, they call them. So it's I call it QE, but
it definitely is QE.
Yes, exactly. That's exactly what I call it.
We're not seeing it the way we did 18 years ago.
No, things have changed a lot since then. And here, now I want you to think about this. I was thinking about this over the weekend. Now, if the bullion banks here in the United States have punished the silver market for the last 20 years, forcing it down and doing all their, hey, JM, good to see you. I'm gonna let me give you a link, JM, if you want to come up. Hang on, everybody.
I think it's been 30 years.
It could be 30. I'm not really sure how long it was, but with the U.S. doing all this short positions and making the actual markets be not right and forcing things that are not there, with them doing that, it tells you look what China's doing. They're actually doing it with actual real silver, like what the Hunt brothers was trying to do to show that that what they had. Silver High says, I saw a TV spot in the Midwest supermarket paying customers 2 pennies for one. That's a pretty good deal. Hey, freaking awesome. Good to see you. Thank you for coming. Good evening. And so with that going, now my personal opinion, and a dime will get, well, I won't even say a dime, a couple of dollars will get you a cup of coffee. But think about the market around the world, 400 million ounces short. Now, what is that going to do to the silver market? It's going to make the silver market go through the roof because there's not enough silver for all these people making silver battery like Samsung. Samsung, I guess, hopefully they got enough for that contract they got in Mexico for that mine that they put a contract on for the next 3 years. But all these other countries like Tesla, I don't know about Tesla, but there's a lot of solar panel companies that are needing silver. And so if they can't get silver, they're going to be out of business. They can't make stuff. So I'm kind of curious about what they're going to do.
Even though it's not near as big as the Asian AI guy has been saying, I wonder if the silver mine in Venezuela is big enough to cover Tesla.
You know, that's because Tesla needs, I think that I said it was like 37 million ounces a year is what Tesla needed. So that's quite a bit of ounces. So I don't know what these mines produce.
The mine in Venezuela was something around 20 or 22 tons last year.
Which one did 22 tons?
22 tons, 20 or 22, I believe.
Oh, okay. Because I'm not sure how much, you know, that, because I know that in the mines in Mexico, a lot of them are not producing. They shut them down to, I guess, to cause the shorts. And then you think about that mine, the copper mine in the islands. I can't remember. Right? Hey, Jack, good to see you. The one that got flooded out with a mudslide. They produce silver, they produce gold, they produce copper, zinc, and that thing is one of the biggest. It's a number 3 or number 2 in the world as far as producing metals. So, and that's been shut down.
Fun show.
Do what, Sterling?
Jack's down in Florida at the Fun Show.
Oh,
I don't know when that. I don't know if it was going on. Were you there today, or is it this coming weekend?
Jack says we were at the Fun Show this weekend, he says.
No, it says we are going to the Fun Show this weekend.
Okay, not the one we're in now. So next weekend.
Next weekend, I guess.
Okay. Well, that's good. I think. Do what?
I said, have fun in Florida.
Well, at least the weather there is pretty nice right now. It's really good. But yeah, you think about it, and I think with us being short on silver, Silver Wolverine, good to see you. Thanks for coming. I think that I think it's going to cause a backlash of the cost of silver to go through the roof, and I think that's what the Chinese are trying to do, is raise the price of. Good evening there, Robert Kemp. Thank you for coming. Jamie Foxx, and I think that's what they're going to try and do, is raise the price of silver. And if you have the silver, and you can, just like the old saying, if you have the gold, you can make the rules. So I think now the silver is, I paid $239 for, that's pretty good. I paid $355 last week for it. So that's the cheapest.
Yep, that's cheap for Portland, Oregon.
I paid $218 in Ohio last week.
$218, good Lord. The yeah, because that was the pump price. Wow, that's a really good price. We need here on the lefty coast, we have high gas prices. They a matter of fact, we just had Oregon just signed a petition that they were trying to sneak a gas tax on the American public here in Oregon, and they had 200,000 on a petition. Now it goes to a vote. They tried to sneak it out there before the vote, and now it's going to go to the vote, and it's going to get shut down. Truthful Troll, no on the gas tax. I'm sure he'll be right with me on that. So on that aspect. So what do you think with that 400 million ounces being shut off from the world, what do you think it's going to do to the silver price, Sterling?
Well, it's just a bottleneck, right?
Yep.
It has to make the price go up.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. What do you think, Nickel?
What was it again you was asking?
I said, what do you think is going to happen after this, them stopping the 400 million ounces of silver around the world with China? What do you think about that?
I think silver should go up, but I think they're going to do everything they can, and like they always do. And I think between the 2 and the 8th, I think you're going to see silver probably go down every day.
Okay.
Between the 4th and the 8th.
What a political side thing with this is that you'll see a lot of rhetoric from certain people indicating that it's a precursor to war.
See, that's exactly what I'm thinking. What do you think about it, JM? What do you think is going to do to silver?
It's a global market. I think that China consumes more silver than any other country anyway. So I think by them just saying, we're going to really cap out our exports of silver, I think they're just looking out for their own manufacturing interests. So I don't think that in and of itself is actually going to have that huge an effect, although that is almost half of the mining supply globally. But I think any way you slice it, silver prices are going to keep going up in the long haul, in the long term.
See, that's what I think. I think we're going to see probably by the end of this month, January, we're going to see. I think we're going to see $100 silver in January, maybe 150 by February.
Right now, the futures, if you look at the futures price on silver, it is bouncing around. It's going up and down over $1 per minute. It's like all over the freaking map.
Wow.
So I think the wheels are falling off, guys.
I agree with you. And when the wheels fall off, you know what the price is going to do.
More and more volatile.
Yes, it is. And, you think about it, we as the United States, we need silver for electronics and all this stuff, and gallium. Just like I said, they make gallium they use in radars, making for planes and everything like that. And I don't know what they're going to do, where they're going to get it, but I'm not sure what part of the chips that this gallium goes into. But China's shutting them off on that. So it we'll see what happens. But it's absolutely crazy as far as the antimony. China set that off, and they had we were getting like 35% antimony from China, and they shut that off. Antimony is used for making hardening metals, like for bullets, hardening on that, like steel jackets and so forth like that. Hey, America, good to see you. So these precious metals like tungsten and so forth like that, we do have a tungsten mine here now in the United States. And so it'll go online here in about another year. So it'll start producing. But we do have tungsten plants that can make tungsten, but we need the ore to make it. So it'll be interesting what they do. The United States needs to start opening up and let the people back making stuff again like we used to, instead of all these people getting in the way of us manufacturing everything. They've always got some ridiculous idea out there that we can't make it. We got to buy it from overseas, and it's actually hurting the United States. We the people.
The copper
So-
copper is about all back to an all-time new high. It's getting really close.
I saw on the $5.72 or 74 cents, something like that, for copper, and for a pound. Is that what you're seeing on it, nickel?
Yeah, it goes. I think if it gets to 590, I think that's an all-time new high.
Wow, and it's close. I know. I was looking at that last Friday, and so I just like, with silver going up, gold going up, all the metals like platinum. Look at platinum and palladium. All this stuff is just going bananas. So, and we need to get these EPAs out of all these markets that we need to start producing stuff. They've shut everything down where we can and handicap the United States people that we need to be able to take care of ourselves. We need to mine stuff here, and it's we need to do it. We've done a lot of it, and now we need to do it again. So you can't depend on other countries and buying it, just like what China's doing to us. They own most of all the precious metals or strategic metals, whatever you want to call it, and where the United States doesn't. So hey, Joey, good to see you. So I think we need to really, really buckle down and get back into making and mining different stuff that we need here in the United States.
I think
So-
the country you better watch is Japan. They're raising their interest rates, and they own most of our debt compared to the other countries. So I worry about Japan, what they're doing.
Well, I know they had to do something because their yen was really starting to take a hit, so they had to try and do something. 146 copper cents, 1 pound. Okay. That's interesting. I've never figured that before, but I know 3.1 grams is what a copper penny weighs, so I'll have to figure that out. That's good to know, Dennis.
But there is a little bit of zinc in that 3.1.
Okay. That's
It's really like 3 grams of silver, or copper.
well, I know the new pennies from 82
It has
and up.
value.
Do I?
It has value. 3 grams of copper has some value. It's not a lot, but it has some value.
Right.
On
It does.
the federal tax, yes, it does, Barb. But there are a number of states that are not going along with it, and they're still going to tax the people on their overtime.
On their overtime?
Yeah.
Well, I can tell you they haven't cut me no slack on my paychecks. I can tell you that. They're still taking about 36 of my check, 36% out. It's unbelievable what they're doing. And I just got a hike on my health insurance, and everything is going up. You're just like, man, you can't. It's getting hard for anybody to make a living, So I just. I am firm believer in still buying. I put an order in for 2026 last week, 2026 ASEs, and I put in for a roll of them. You think about it, I paid $78 and some change. I think it was 48 cents or something like that from Hero Bullion, and I thought I was getting I said, I hope I'm getting a good deal because I wasn't sure about where the market was going to go. And now they're selling, I think they're $83 now or something like that a piece. So I don't think I'm going to regret buying them. So I'm trying to be wise and not spending a whole lot and doing it, but still stacking. I want to stack. So have you,
no matter what state you are in, you will not pay income tax on your federal overtime. But depending on the state, you may pay state income tax on your overtime because there are a number of liberal states that are not allowing that to go through?
Well, I know here in my state, we have a state income tax, and they're not backing off one bit. So, as a matter of fact, they're trying to push.
I do believe that Oregon was one that I heard that is keeping, you're still going to be paying your income tax on overtime.
Right, right. So they're gonna try and nickel and dime, because they're, from what I'm understanding, they're, with all this.
Thank you, Stephanie.
Oh, I enjoy your prayers.
I enjoy doing those as well.
Hey, Gen X.
Athena enjoys the walks too.
Gen X says no state income tax in Florida. I like that. Yeah, here in Oregon, we have state income tax. It used to be not too bad, but do what?
There's no state income tax in Washington.
No, they're sure not. That's why a lot of people that retire move to Washington, because of that.
But my daughter is building a house that's no bigger than mine on a lot a third the size of what I have. And she's paying 5 times what I've got into this place. I mean, yeah, her house will be brand new, but.
Well, what I heard, I've been really keeping my nose to the grindstone since I had that tree limb go through my roof. I got 2 holes in my roof, and I got a tarp over it right now, and I'm fighting with, I'm not going to name the insurance company, but I'm fighting with them, trying to get enough to cover and make me whole. And
but
they don't even want.
Your insurance is not a good neighbor.
I'm not saying anything on that one, Sterling.
I think that they don't have good hands. I think that's what.
But yeah, that company has really just I just can't believe it. And so after this, because my son, I was talking to him last week, and he was thinking about changing to the same company, and I said, don't, stay with you're with, because they are not treating their customers right. And so I heard that the CEO of a different company, of an insurance company, left there, and they were not a good company, and they went to my company, and they had now they're turning it into the same company.
I couldn't deduct my private jet.
Well, Barbara, we need to go. We can all deduct our private jets. I wish I had one to deduct.
This is a good lead-in. I don't know if you have how much you might or might not know about this, Rocky, but you should look into it. But
what, a private jet?
There is a brand of airplanes that the fuselages are made out of hemp.
Really?
Yeah.
I got to check that out. I know that.
I just saw a quick thing on it. I mean, I could see it as being extremely conceivable.
So it's something like fiberglass.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, Ford built a car out of hemp back in the 1930s. I mean, everything except for the drivetrain was hemp.
I'll be darned. 1 jet per person to deduct. Yeah, Gen X says only 1 jet per person to deduct. So yes, I need to deduct my $10 million jet airplane off my taxes. So that upkeep's got to be really tough.
Barb, it's made out of cannabis, darling.
She doesn't understand what hemp is, right, Barbara? Go green, she says. Oh, that's general. I thought she said go green. Yes, it is green. Well, I want to get back to the silver and the Fed and what they're doing. I want to get my notes here, make sure I covered everything. That Bank of America with 114.88 million shares shorts has got got to be one of the banks that they had because of that was the one I was thinking. It could be Wells Fargo. I don't know how many they got. I didn't look. I wasn't doing. There's not much out there, but I'm thinking that we're going to see uh, like Morgan Stanley. They're one of the banks that try and manipulate silver, and Chase is another one. But Chase has got a lot of silver to back it up. So I think we're going to see as they drive the price down on the silver. If they don't, these banks are not going to make it. I think they're going to go into as Lucky Star. I don't want mayhem either. I don't either. But they've been manipulating the market so bad. It's all greed.
I've got a feeling we're going to get some mayhem, and it's going to get ugly for a minute.
Yep, I agree with you 100%.
When that happens, do not sell your stack.
Nope.
Squat on it.
Yep. It's going to shoot up. And what we may see, and one day you may see it go through the roof. So it just keep hanging on. I'm going to still continue stacking silver. I like a precious metals, and so I think it's a good investment. At least it's something hard in my hand, and I know it's not going to be worth nothing like paper will be. Paper is going to be. Why not take profit? Yes, that Jamie. That's really good. That's good. Yes, take profits.
You don't want to take your profits in Federal Reserve notes. If you're
there, you go.
If you're buying something that is a valuable asset that will produce for you, then it's worthwhile. But do not sell your stack for Federal Reserve notes.
Truthful Troll is asking about, do I think there's going to be a pullback in the coming short term? I do think
property, vehicles, ammunition, weapons, food.
Yes. Anything that's you can use for that. I think we're going to see another big short on the margin calls. They have to do that to keep these banks solvent, because what the market's doing today. Let me look up here right now. Silver right now is nearly up $3 right here at the COMEX. And you think about that, $3 is $75.68. And they're going to have to try and drive that price down, because once it went over $68 a share or ounce is when they really got in trouble. And so now it's in the 70s, and if it ever breaks 80, they're done.
Barron's, I got an article on it on Barron's, so if y'all want to read it, it's on there. It says silver will soon face selling pressure from the rebalancing of this index.
Why don't you send that to me, and I'll put it on my comment page so everybody can read it.
And they said between the 4th and the 8th is January is when they gave the timeline. So
okay.
So that's rebalancing the index. Does that pertain to like pension fund managers and whatnot, skimming profits out and reallocating it, Nickel? Is that what that means?
I have no idea. I haven't really read it in deep. I just saw the headline.
That's what it sounds like to me, and I can only see that resulting in a short-term temporary adjustment, because the number one driver, folks, in the price going up is industrial demand. That's it. All these manufacturers of high-tech products require it. Like they said, Elon Musk doesn't care if it goes to 500 an ounce. He still needs that frickin' silver in the electronics for his vehicles, his space program, and all these manufacturers do.
And he needs, like I said, 37 million ounces a year is what he needs. Making all his satellites and all that other stuff, the cars and stuff like that. He needs that, and he's just one of them. Samsung. They bought that or contracted that one silver mine, and they need like 40 million because they come out with some new silver battery.
Those solid state batteries.
Yep.
I think those batteries might be a really good idea, but they're going to consume a lot of silver.
Yes, they are.
1 kilogram each.
Yes, you're right. Yep. So it's you think about that, and then the solar panels. I think China's the biggest solar panel builder, and I don't know how much they consume every year. It's quite crazy how much they consume, but they're protecting themselves for. Then they've been doing that because China's been buying all the Dore bars out of South America. Now the Dore bars are silver and zinc and other different metals that are in there. They're not refined, and they ship it back to China, and China refines it. So you have no idea how much silver China's got by doing that. It's not put on the COMEX or can be tracked. So it's kind of interesting what they're doing.
That might
So
be the next. That might be the reason why the next country we go into is Mexico, so we can take over that mine there.
well, I heard yesterday that
I've heard people talking about that.
yeah, that's exactly right. They said it's something about Trump. If Mexico don't play ball with the United States, they may find themselves with Maduro. So it's kind of interesting to see what's going on. So it's we don't need to go. So your sugar mama doesn't have to have as many silver ounces to spoil you. 76 and yeah, that's right, truthful troll. I never paid that. $78.43. I think of what I paid for those pre-sale 2026s I bought, and so now they're up to 82 or something like that now. So we're gonna see where it goes, but and that was at Hero Bullion. They're one of the cheapest ones because the rest of them are in the 80s for up high 80s. So it's going to be different.
I paid $79 for an ASE today. Random date. I don't know what I'm going to get. It'll come to me in the mail in a week or so.
So with a bullion dealer, or somebody you know, or
Well, it's somebody that owns a store and they do an auction on Sundays.
oh, okay. Do I know that person?
Probably.
His name start with a K.
That do something? Do they have something to do with squirrels?
A whole lot. Good friends of mine. I like those people a lot.
They're good people. I've done business with them. Good people. I have nothing wrong to. Hey, there it is, right there.
They only live about 2 hours away from me, so
You
I go
see
visit them
JM?
once in a while.
JM just showed you a picture of your guy you bought it from.
There you go.
Someone say squirrel?
I
There
don't
he
know
is.
with the squirrel.
Yeah, that's right. That's good.
One thing I wanted to mention, Rocky, I don't know if you covered it here or not, with some people are calling it war on Venezuela or an attack, whatever. I look at it as a precision extraction. They went in there. The only targets were military and political targets, but they got Maduro out of there. And it looks to me like what's going to happen is they're going to start taking over and rebuilding Venezuela's oil infrastructure, which, if you think about it, Trump was trying to make a deal with Canada, with Mark Carney, because we got a ton of oil here. And Mark Carney gave the Americans and Trump the big middle finger.
Yeah.
Right? So I think that Trump's move here is genius, because now he's just given a double middle finger back to Canada, saying, fuck you, we don't need your oil. Look what we just did. And I think that's a massively powerful move that he just made, that a lot of people kind of overlooked that part of it.
One
Right.
problem.
Short bus.
There's
Yeah.
one problem though. The VP and the Minister of Defense, it still says their allegiance is to Maduro. So the whole point of it is that they would stay in power, and that we would get to do whatever we wanted to do, and they would do what we say to do. But I don't think that's going to be the case. I think Trump is going to have to go back and attack again. So
He might have to. Well, you know what? I was going to say we're getting close to the time, but I want to do a giveaway, and we'll see here. I'm going to give I think it's going to be the last weekend. I'm running out of these because the company that I ordered these from haven't sent me my order yet. And so we may have to start to giving out $2 bills. So let's see how many is in the stream. Okay, come on. There we go.
25?
It says 27, so I'm not. So 27th. I think what we'll do is we'll go like we'll go 1 through 40. How's that? 1 through 40. So let me hang on here just a second.
Wait for
Come
the
on,
go.
darling. There we go. All right. Wow, they're already going. All right. All right. Eagle Steve got 25. Let me make sure. No, the Barbara's got 88. Oh, well, I like 69, Barbara. Come on. There you go. Truthful Troll's got 26. Okay. Sterling's got 20. Robin Hood's got 17. Miss Rooster, he's got one coming to him. I don't know if he's got it yet, but he's got one coming. 37. Sonny got 13. I go back up and Sonny, we already have a 13 up there. Can you pick a different number? Dennis got 5. Let's go up here and let's see. And you better not pick a number that how much Cowboys lost by today. It looks good there, Dennis. 5 is a good number. The only one is 13. Let's go back up here. Lewis has got 13.
Got 2 numbers.
Yeah, Gen X, pick a different number than 13. Sonny, pick a different number than 13. Lewis has got it already. So we need 2 people to pick 2 different numbers. Let's see if you're right, cousin, with a winning number. All right. I want to ride in your car there, Barbara. All right, hold on. Let me get the 2 numbers. Sunny guy, he needs to pick a different number, and Gen X needs to pick a different number. We got 2 13s waiting on Gen X and Sunny.
Well, now there's a car.
Hey, she's got a nice car. Really nice. What is that, 2005, 2006? Oh, okay, you did. Let me see where. Oh, yeah, you got 22. Okay, thank you, Gen X. Sunny guy, pick a different one. Creek Runner's got 19.
Imagine the taxes pay on that car if you bought it new.
I don't even want to think about that. I don't even want to think about paying for that car.
19 had already been taken.
Yeah, Tony got 19. So let's Creek Runner, pick a different number. 19's been taken. Creek Runner picked 14. Okay, 14. Let me go back up. I don't think it's been taken.
14 has been taken.
Okay, 14 has been taken. All right, let me go back up and pick a different number than 14 there. If you can't afford the car, you don't worry about tax. That's true, Gen X. Almost sure that may tax exempt if it's over. Creek Runner's got 8 now. Okay, so let's go up here and let's see if anybody else got 8. I don't think so.
I don't remember seeing an 8, but
I don't either. I think we're good. The only one I haven't re-seen is a Sunny guy. Sunny guy. 13. It was. We needed different numbers from Sunny guy.
8 is good.
Yeah, 8 is good. Creek Runner. Sunny guy hadn't made a new number. Well, Sunny guy. Okay. Well, let's hit a stop. Thank you, JM. All right, there we go. Okay, stop. All right, what number did you pick there?
17, but the Cowboys lost to the.
You're a dog. You are a dog. Pick on my Cowboys like that. Let's go back up here and see 17. Let's see.
Robin Hood.
Robin Hood looks like Robin Hood is 17. Okay, Robin Hood, you're the winner. And what we need is I'm gonna put my email down here. All right. Robin Hood, here's my email right there. And if you can get that and send me an email with your address, we will we'll send you a little gold bar and a silver bar. And I think it's going to be the last week until I get my new order. So we'll have to give away $2 bills. I got a lot of $2 bills. I went and bought a bunch of them at the bank. So I think I'm good on $2 bills. So we'll have to go that route.
What are you getting $2 bills for? $1.50?
No, I'm getting it from the bank. I ordered them. You're welcome, Robin Hood. Thank you for your support. And did you get my email address? I went to the bank and got them for $2. $2 a piece. Bought 2 straps of them, brand new. I couldn't believe it. So that was a really good deal right there. $100 for a strap. I'm emailing. Okay, let me go up here to my email.
Just wanted to remind everybody, thanks so much for pressing the thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe to Rocky's channel and hit that bell for all notifications. His channel is a tough one to find, and just remember, it's Rocky Superstar and the number 1 if you're searching for his channel, Rocky Superstar 1.
Congratulations, Robert Hood. And I appreciate it. Yeah, be sure and hit that like and love button for me. And so we can, I'm trying to get to 1,000, but I don't know. It's really hard to get anybody to sub to me. So it's really nice, but I would appreciate it. And so does anybody else have any more to say about the silver tonight, what it might do or what we can expect? I say stack silver.
I got a feeling my silver is just going to sit there and do nothing.
I think it goes up on the Asian market. It goes down during the day. I think that's kind of what's going to happen.
It'll probably do that for a little bit, but I really think we're going to see it shoot up. I honestly feel like we're going to see $100 silver this month. It's going to be there. So
I think
I wouldn't want to go any shorts right now. So get out of the shorts. So
I think 2026 is going to look very, very similar to 2025, right? There's going to be big run-ups and big smackdowns.
Yep,
but
exactly.
The net effect is going to be upward trajectory, in my opinion.
But
I agree with you.
$20 days, either up or down, will not be rare.
See, that's exactly what I think. I think the same thing.
Yeah, we're already seeing $5, $6, $7
exactly
variation in the price per day. Intraday.
Because if you look at I just looked at the silver market, $2.68. It's up. It's up 3.68%. It's at $75.57. Gold's up to $401. It's up $69. It's up 1.6%. So the market is going to go up, and I think it's going to continue up. So Dennis agrees with me.
There's a full $1.50 of backwardation right now, guys. If you don't know what backwardation is, that is when the futures price is lower than the spot price, which shows the extreme tightness in the physical market.
Exactly. Good point, JM. Thanks for bringing that out.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you much.
Spot price in Canada, Barb, it's around 105 Canadian right now.
Oh, is that right?
I'll double check. But it's all relative, right? Yeah, 103 Canadian right now.
And I just I wanted to tell Robin Hood, I got your email, Robin Hood, and thank you so much. And I'll get that out to you next week. So hopefully the mail moves a little faster because, with the holidays, New Year's and Christmas and all that stuff, it seemed like it was on horseback somewhere. So we'll see. And I even had an email from one of my viewers that he never has gotten it. So I'm going to resend him out another one this week. So I'm trying to make sure that everybody gets them. So if you hadn't got one that you won here that I don't know about, please let me know. Send me an email because I think they're being stolen out of the mail. I'm trying to protect them, but we'll see what happens. So I'm going to say good night. And thank you so much for coming, JM. Thank you so much, Nickel. Sterling, thanks for coming. And everybody, I'm going to say good night, and we will see you next Sunday. Hopefully, I'll have some good information for you. Maybe silver will be up. You never know. I might start doing one during the middle of the week. I was just doing it. Good night, Barbara. Thank you for coming. I love your riding your car. So you need to mail me or email me a certificate that I get to ride for a ride in your car. So, and we're gonna go have lunch. I'll buy you lunch or dinner, whatever you want.
And then by this time next week, we'll know Indiana beat Oregon.
We'll see about that.
Have a blessed week, everybody.
Great live stream, Rocky.
All right. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Good night, and we'll see y'all later. And y'all take care. I'm going to end the stream, and thank you so much. So good night.